Ever think of doing something so crazy that it just might work? Hey guys, okay, I asked you guys and y'all sure delivered. I asked y'all if y'all be interested in seeing a week in the life of my hair, and y'all totally said yes. And then I asked if you'd be interested in seeing my old college hair care routine, and that was the second choice that y'all liked the best. So here we are. I thought it would be fun to do the top two. If y'all have been hanging out with me for a while, y'all know my curly hair journey a little bit. Y'all know where I started. When I was a baby, I had beautiful little ringlets. Then throughout elementary school, my hair went really straight. I mean, really straight. Then in the magical time in every girl's life, my hair went poofy. It was no longer straight and it was definitely not curly, and I had no idea what to do with it. So what I did was to start curling it, flat ironing it, blow drying it, all the things. I also started getting highlights because the glorious bright blonde hair that I had when I was young turned into this color, and in my mind, my high school brain said that that wasn't cute. So my hair was pretty fried in high school, and then I went off to college. I let my hair grow out quite far, and so all the highlights were gone, and I decided to get the Rachel cut, which was tons of layers and kind of short. For me, I had really long hair at the time. So I wound up whacking off all the old bleach damage and had this really cute layered haircut. And I would wash and condition and go to bed with my hair wet, soaking wet, and wake up in the morning and I would have ringlets, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So what we're gonna do today is my old college hair care routine. I actually found the products that I used to use when I was in college. Yeah. So we've got the Aussie Cleanse and Mend shampoo, the Aussie Cleanse and Mend conditioner. I read the bottle on this and it totally sold me. Let me see. It doesn't have the old saying on here, but it said greasy roots and split ends. Is that your problem? This shampoo will solve that problem. And I was like, sold. Also, y'all saw the price tags. They were cheap. And then I had something really fancy. So my mom purchased this for me and my sister when we were in school, so I would throw this in my hair afterwards. None of this is Curly Girl approved. So I will do my best to find the ingredients lists for these products. First, looking at the shampoo, this is funny. You've got water, sodium lauryl sulfate, a glycol of some sort, and then dimethicone in the shampoo. This is gonna be fun. A couple of itchy ends right there at the very end. You've got sulfates, you've got silicones. I didn't see any drying alcohols in the shampoo, but you know, two out of three no-nos for the Curly Girl method. And then you have the Cleanse and Mend conditioner. And looking at the Cleanse and Mend conditioner, I'm actually not finding anything that is horrible. Oh, I take that back. We have the Biz aminopropyl dimethicone. I've never heard of that dimethicone, but there we go. Another silicone. And a couple of itchy M's right there at the very end. Itchy M's are just ingredients that some people react to and some people don't. They are preservatives that are not parabens, but they make some people's scalp itch. And then we have the Chi Silk Infusion Silicone Balm for your hair. Alright, so looking at the ingredients for this, you have cyclopentosane, you have a silicone, and then moving on, you have hydrolyzed silk, hydrolyzed corn protein, hydrolyzed wheat protein, hydrolyzed soy protein. Wow, all silicones, all protein. This is fun. So I figured this video is just for fun. I'm hoping using these products won't make my hair fall out. Just kidding. There's a very easy way to reset your hair after using products that you know aren't Curly Girl approved. So for those of you whose hearts have stopped and you're having palpitations, it's okay. I can fix this. I'm just curious to see if using these old products that I used in college are going to make my hair curly like it did when I was in college. Are y'all ready? Here we are. Let's do this thing. I am actually kind of nervous to wash my hair with silicones right here at this point, but gonna suck it up because this is in the name of wavy curly science. Just kidding. Wetting down my hair really good as per usual, making sure that my hair is thoroughly saturated. Now I'm grabbing the shampoo and giggling to myself because this just feels so weird. I know this seems silly, but it smells really good. It smells like memories. I got in this mindset of doing the Curly Girl method that I could never, ever mess up and use products that were not Curly Girl friendly. That if I did that, it would somehow so wildly damage my hair that there would be no coming back. So I'm kind of struggling with that mindset right here anyway. Grabbing a lot of conditioner because heck, that's what I used in college, and I am just distributing that with my fingers. I did used to do that in college. I would really rake conditioner into my hair very well with my fingers, and then I would actually brush it through with a brush. I found that to be helpful to me in college. And there was absolutely no squish to condish in college, so rinsing that out right away and squeezing all the excess water out and grabbing my towel. Don't worry, I didn't forget about the serum. All right, so after all of that, I would wander around with my hair in a big, heavy towel, but I don't want to do any damage to my hair that can't be undone. So I am avoiding the terry cloth towel, but I just left my hair in this Risos microfiber towel, which is nicer and kinder for your hair for just a little bit. And then what I would do is I would brush my hair with a little bit of this cheat in it. And I don't even remember how much I would use, but I grabbed that much. And I was really careful to only put this on the ends of my hair. I didn't want to put it all over. Oh my gosh, these smells are bringing back serious memories, you guys. Hardcore memories of college. Wow. That's crazy how much scents can transport you. All right, and then I would brush out my hair. I knew in my heart of hearts that I could not brush out my hair if I did not have a silicone laden serum in my hair. Also, I'm using a wet brush. I used to have one of those great big paddle brushes with the really stiff bristles. Again, I'm not doing that because I don't want to do any damage to my hair that can't be undone. I'm trying to do this routine and be gentle as possible. All right, sort of. I'm picking and choosing what I'm doing. All right, so then my hair would be really, really straight. And I would do one last thing. I would kind of shake the hair off of my scalp by shaking it really, really violently and headbanging a bit. Okay. Woo, dizzy. All right. And there you have it. Now I'm gonna go to sleep with wet hair. And when I go to sleep, I'm gonna drape the hair over my pillow and scrunch it up. I'm not gonna let it completely hang off the edge of my pillow straight. I'm gonna lay down and tuck it up. Yeah, kind of like that. Yes. I'm gonna lay down, drape it, and kind of tuck it up and let it be tucked up near my head when I sleep. Okay, let's see how this turns out in the morning. Good morning. All right, so this is my hair, 100% dried. I didn't go to bed immediately after I washed it, so it did kind of air dry while I was standing up. But I've got sort of curls, I guess. Like there's this stuff happening under here that I'm a little confused by, but the majority of my hair is not the ringlets it once was when I was in college. Like I swear I would wake up and I would have ringlets everywhere. This is just kind of like my normal air dried hair. It may be slightly curlier than when I air dry my hair normally, like now that I'm doing the curly curl method. Let me show you the back. But nothing too terribly exciting, other than my hair is so slippery. Like it feels really, 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 really soft. And that is because of the silicones that are in it. So like, I have no idea how on earth I'm gonna go for a run and keep my hair pulled back. Like it's just gonna slip and fall completely out. So I am going to run a brush through it because that's what I did every morning in college. Because I was under the impression that you had to brush your hair in order to exist back then. Goodness, my morning voice is so froggy. I'm sorry about that, guys. This is so weird. My hair feels so strange with all the silicones in it. It's like slippery snot. Weird. All right, I'm gonna use my silk scrunchie to pull my hair up. How on earth is this gonna stay? Also going to run with my cap because I find that this is really awesome. It does kind of help keep my hair from falling everywhere. And I just love that I can wear my hair up kind of high and it lets me. So here we go. All right, let's see if this survives. The reason I'm hanging out talking with y'all at 5 a.m. with my froggy voice is because we've got a long run right now and I don't think my hair is gonna make it. I don't think it's gonna survive the run, meaning I think I'm probably gonna have to wash it again, but we'll see. Here we go. So here I am. My hair actually survived the run, which is really, really weird. I came home and I took it down immediately and it's not super greasy and super sweaty. I went 7 miles this morning and sweated a lot and it's not crazy destroyed. My hair feels definitely like I can feel the artificial silicone on top. Like this is so strange. It's a weird sensation. I can feel the silicone on top, but like I can tell that my hair is drier. Like there are pieces that are catching and snagging on themselves that don't normally do that. Anyway, so here's how it held up. And tell you what, I'm probably just gonna stretch this out as long as I can because it's nice not having to wash your hair super often. What the heck? Why did washing my hair with these silicone and sulfate laden products make my hair not get super greasy? I think it was just a fluke. All right, so I am going to tell you real quick how I plan to fix this. So this is a routine if you went to the hairdressers and she used a bunch of products on you that aren't your normal products. What I am going to do to undo this wash is to go grab my Suave Daily Clarifying Shampoo. I will do a real good cleanse with that. Then, if I'm feeling extra, I will grab apple cider vinegar and do an apple cider vinegar rinse. Then I will deep condition like my life depends on it. And honestly, I think I'm feeling the Anasi hair mask. This one, it has just a little bit of protein in it, but it is super, super hydrating. And that is how I will reset my hair. For those of you who've been paying really close attention, that is a final wash when you're going to start doing the curly girl method. It's the idea of stripping your hair of all the old silicones and things built up on your hair, and then you can like start the curly girl method with a clean slate. So anyway, this was just for fun. My hair did not turn, like in college I would do this routine and I would wake up with ringlets all over my head, and I guess this just goes to show you that over time curl patterns do change. As far as I know, I have the exact same products, like the exact same formula. They haven't been changed or anything. So anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while doing this old college hair routine. It was a whole lot of fun. This is literally the first time I have picked up products with silicones in well over a year, so feeling my hair feel this slippery is very strange. It literally feels slippery and plasticky all at the same time. I'm weirded out. Anyway, I hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to you later.